You know? And he was found liable because there was no take it out of the fridge. It'll warm up a little bit. Guru, let me chat with you on Spaces next. Sure, if you DM me. If you have like access to my DMs and you're like, just send me a message and I'll add you in. Let's go for that. Let's go for Guru. Okay, thank you for the £2. You need an air fryer for that? Well, you could use an oven or a microwave. But yeah, an air fryer is actually the best thing ever. Who's with me on that, chat? I honestly think ovens should be extinct. What does an oven really do that an air fryer doesn't? I know a lot of people yap about their air fryer, but I'd actually be fucking lost without an air fryer. Just fucking dumping shit in there, dude. It's literally the new format on I love it. I fucking love air fryers. Too small, isn't it? Yeah, if you've got like a family of 10. But if you're just cooking for yourself, get an air fryer, mate. It's great. Fucking wicked. I love it. Air fryers do everything an oven does, but better. I know. It's actually fucking insane. I love air fryers. I've got mine. Oven can fit more food. Yeah, but like, unless we're making Christmas dinner, like, why do you need that much room? I know you can't fit a fucking pizza in an air fryer, but that should encourage healthier eating. Can I have access to your DMs? Yeah, you're John Smith. Yeah. Tell me your account name and I'll let you in. Thoughts on Cody Steele this weekend? Ooh, what a monster. Oh, Orban's messaged me. I've read it, Orban, but I'll reply in a bit. Worried because there's a lot. I need things to calm down in chat first. Worried about Izzy. Been seeing a lot about what he's going to do. Been worried about Israel. Been seeing a lot about what he's been going to do to Palestine in the news. Don't know if he's focused on the fight. Okay. Wish I could have talked to my best friend, Crazy Kev. I was tempted to leave my lecture early and join. What is it? I'm not letting him in the next fucking Twitter space. And I had no idea about this guy. Thank you for the $5. Were you the one messaging me during it, Aaron Tats? Is that you on Instagram? Yes, it was you, wasn't it? Call out Crazy Kev for being a creep. I did bring it up, but I thought, he's just been like a bit of a weirdo or something. I didn't know there was anything extra. No, it's not, John Smith. Opinion on Niam Jargle's comeback at UFC 313? Oof, hyped. What are you doing, dude? Thank you for the membership, Lordsman. I appreciate that. People forget, man. MVP's father was a predator. All right. Just convert to unlock free speech and then turn on them. Yo, I can't wait. Thank you for the $2. I might convert just for the sake of like being able to say anything I fucking want without fucking pussy ass white liberals complaining about it, dude. Maybe the conversion needs to happen. Just for absolute immunity on everything I say ever. Ooh, it's tempting. No. Send the link to Case if you've read it. Nah, I'm good. Guru, I think I'm immune to shrooms. Should I try DMT? No. Please don't convert, lad. We need you. And I'm not going to convert, dude. Don't worry. Start wearing a turban? Nah. No. I mean, I could pull it off because it wouldn't be much different in a beanie, but yeah. I'm not going to go for a turban, mate. Always let Crazy Kev in. Everyone will roast him. Yeah. Impression of Arnold Allen being forced to accept change. Don't like it. Don't like it. Arnold Allen. I love Arnold. Always pulling for Arnold Allen, you know what I mean? Don't like him. I've read all of the information that's been put out. Obviously, I can't. What do you mean? I don't think you've read it because they're private. So no one has then. I don't think you've read the case because the stuff that isn't out there to read would dictate otherwise. How do you know what the stuff that isn't out there to read says if it's private and hasn't been released? Dumbest fucking comment I've ever seen. The fuck? Arnold is such a chill guy. I wonder who he fights next. Any thoughts? I don't know. I hope he fights Yair, but they're doing Yair versus Lopez, right? So he'll probably end up fighting Josh Emmett, to be honest with you. It has to be public in a civil case. These law casuals. Ooh. Apparently they hid the images of the woman, though, obviously. That's different. Not releasing the security footage is fucking insane. That is insane. Thank you for the $5. I watched a heavyweight knockout compilation, and genuinely every fight before UFC, before 2010, Joe Rogan screamed as loud as he could. Unbelievable. I know. This is go-to move, man. I didn't just say unbelievable for no reason. That used to be Rogan's big move when he had no idea what he was watching. Just screaming that. Impression of Yoel Romero stepping on a bunch of Lego blocks. Some shit like that. Hughes is mad. Connor refused to be in his corner. He didn't refuse. He just didn't do it. He had other things to do. He is a bare knuckle owner and has no time for PFL loser fighters. Yeah. Thank you for the $5. I can't believe Hughes betrayed him. I can't believe it. I can, because it's like, it's typical of Irish. No national pride and teaming up, but still, holy shit, man. Usyk versus Moreno is tough. Not easy being an Ursel, yeah. What did Hughes even say? Hughes said, I'm not like that other guy. I'm my own person. Like he was in response to like the trash talking in the build-up and disrespect. So he kind of threw McGregor under the bus by saying, I'm not like him. I'm different, Khabib. Please like me. He was like trying to get Khabib to like him by saying that he's not like McGregor, who's way worse than him. He's actually a good guy. McGregor's worse. He was trying to appease Khabib. He was trying to appease Khabib, who absolutely hated him and does hate him in the build-up and completely disregarded him. And in the second it was a close fight, it's like, no, please like me, Khabib. Fuck McGregor, who's fucking rallied behind me for 3 fucking years in my career. It's fucking insane to me. But I rate it so highly from Hughes because this works. This is bigger for him as a star. You know what I mean? But that's how it be. Shara said Khabib didn't let him in his gym because of his long hair. That makes sense. Thank you for the €6. You have to buzz your hair in Khabib's gym. That's a crazy reason not to train with Khabib, though. You won't cut your hair. Hey, yo, you're really coming after us Irish today, bro. What the fuck? I'm just let down by Paul Hughes. That's all I am. I thought Ireland had some national fucking unity. You know, after all they've been through historically. And he just chucks away McGregor's support at the fucking start of an opportunity to get Khabib to like him for a split moment. It's just, I thought Ireland had some national pride and unity, but apparently I was mistaken. Thank God they're going extinct. Good riddance. UFC 300, Max KO. Rogan screams, oh my goodness, like 5 times and genuinely annoyed me. I know. It's very fucking annoying. Very, very annoying. Freakiest shit you've ever done. I haven't really done anything too freaky. If you're talking in a sexual sense, I'm pretty vanilla, brother. The GFL looks like my grandma made the website. What the fuck? I know. It's fucking disastrous. Looks like my fucking nan discovered AI and has used it to promote a fucking fight promotion. It's insane. Hughes betraying Connor equals a step closer to globalism. I know, yeah. It really is symbolic, though, is it not? Does anyone else not see the symbolism here of them embracing Hughes while they all just pour into Ireland? Paul Hughes, you are a good Irish person. You are the one that we need as the Irishman. You know? You appreciate Palestine. Now pour into Ireland every day, more and more. Fuck, it hurts to see, man. But hey, that's how it happens. Almost like a Shakespeare play, dude. It's almost perfect. It's fucking Shakespearean level fucking script writing. To have this all go down as they go extinct is fucking insane. It's actually fucking incredible in a way, the way the world works. Guru, do you even know what a 45-70 is? No, but Kevin Holland is fighting Gunnar Nelson at UFC London, so should be a good one. Pretty sure I started, say it again, Radke, when I donoed Ursel's Rise. Sick 'em, Radke. Oh, I think maybe. Sikkim Radke could have turned into Say It Again Radke. It does sound like something I would have done. Never heard you say it before then, and now Radke is in on it. Yep, you might have done. I mean, I started Say It Again Radke because you didn't say It Again Radke, but you influenced the beginning of Say It Again Radke. You provoked the origins. I'll give you that. Same in London, bro. That place ain't... Yeah, I know, but we're not going to get into all that, bro. I'm busy on Ireland right now. I'll put my head on a sunroof. I'm pooing my favorite poos. I'm pooing, poo, poo, poo. I'll tell my kids about Ireland as we overtake... All right, guys. Guru, thoughts on Alejandro Tapiria, opponent change from Volk's camp? No. Impression of Rogan about MVP's dad? He's such a molester. All right. Unbelievable. People forget, man. 22 counts. We were colonized for 800 years, and within 150 years of independence, we'll have lost it all to that. Oh, Ireland, baby. Woo, Ireland. Ireland, Ireland, Ireland. 800 years, and literally within a few generations of independence, they have thrown it away. Completely thrown it away. Jesus, it's funny. They're not 7.5%. Thank you for the £2. You say that every day. Connor's working for the small hats. No, he's not. I don't know if he is. No, he's fighting someone from Volk's camp. That's why Volk's cornering him at 312. Okay. Artem Lobov versus Paul Hughes. Who wins and how many tweets does Connor make? Dude, Connor will go on a fucking week-long spree if Artem Lobov and Paul Hughes team up. Not versus. If they team up, oof. Jesus. I bet you anything, if they actually fought each other, Artem Lobov and Paul Hughes, he'd post a gif of two snakes, like, battling each other, you know? Perfect. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. How you keep your cool with Okoye in that space? He's infuriating. Listen, I think Okoye is a different stance from us on like everything, but I don't think he's a morally terrible. Like, what has Okoye really done? Had different opinions to us, and you know what I mean? He just is viewing from a different perspective. I don't think he's like morally a terrible person, but like if Okoye had done some fucking shady shit, I'd like have a reason to despise him. But I'm not just gonna like not let him in any Twitter space. Like, he's a young creator that wants to do his thing on YouTube. Like, I'm gonna fucking give him a little opportunity to have an interaction with some of these fighters here and there if he wants to join. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking... That's just fucking petty, isn't it? If I don't, if I like just shun him away. You were the best, Guru. Thank you for the £2. Appreciate you. And plus, Okoye usually brings up some topics, at least. You know what I mean? Even though some people we bring into the spaces, or the only times I've done them, they just sit there and yap nothing. You know what I mean? But he brings up topics, you know? Why don't you train in Next Gen when you do Paddycast? Why don't you train in Next Gen when you do Paddycast? I guess so. Thank you for the £2. Impression of Marab singing Hello by Adele. Hello, everybody, because I want to say sometimes you have to interact with people and say hello to them because, everybody greeting and, Thank you for the €6. Impression of Chandler as Darth Vader telling MVP he is his father. Yeah. Thank you for the €6. MVP is father. Pull up your bootstraps, MVP. I don't know. Okoye and Joey don't even believe the shit they say. I don't know what. Okoye is just going to glaze Izzy, though, isn't he? That's something that's a given at this point. But yeah, I don't know if MMA. I don't know. I don't know anymore, dude. I'm not. People are going to have different political takes in it. I don't think you're even talking about the political side of Okoye. I don't know what his politics are. Do 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 do. I bet Izzy by round 3 KO. Thoughts? Not bad, not bad. I think Imavov's a lot. You know what? Yeah. Sometimes, chat, yes or no, it's not about your performances, but just look at like the way they fight. Doesn't Imavov just seem like an elite level fighter? I know people can talk about look how close he made it with so and so, and look how close he made it with so and so, and it was getting competitive with so and so. He just is a very slick fighter. He really is. I think he is. No, not at all elite. I think you're all wrong on that. I know maybe his cardio is suspect at moments, but he's good everywhere, and he's like very well rounded, and he's tough, and you know, I think he's very underrated. Bullet or MVP? Who you got, Guru? I don't know. Thank you for the £2. Not sure, mate. Bullet or MVP? Who you got? I got Bullet. Hey, mate, can you do an impression of Rogan commentating over Ryan Hall in the coal mines, but he ends up whacking his head off of a wall and KOs himself? Unbelievable. People think, look at the way he moves. Who moves like that? Can you recreate the Inshallah outro? What's that? Thank you for the $2. MMA Joey probably says, I'm not like this other guy. I'm my own man when asked about you. Yeah. MVP wins via having both eyes. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. Thank you for the $8 Australian, Australian Andy. Thanks. What's Reina de Ridder's ceiling? I don't know. I think he can be a top 10. I think he'll be like a new Brunson in a way. I think that's actually a pretty good comparison as well. Look at Imavov. He's the elite of the elite. Yeah, not the elite of the elite, but he's an elite level fighter. The way he moves for a middleweight and a big middleweight at that, he's very slick. I like the way he fights. Thoughts on Chase Hooper versus Jim Miller? Don't you think it was time for a step up for Chase instead of fighting another vet? Maybe like Bobby Green. Thoughts on Chase Hooper versus Jim Miller? Yeah, it was kind of sus that they gave him that fight, but at the end of the day, they're just going to put fights together that they like, and that's a big fight, you know. Chase Hooper, Jim Miller. Yeah, Hooper shouldn't still be getting these old men. You know, I think he only recently got given Guida, so I don't know. Thank you for the $2. MVP most valuable pedophile. Okay, it's not him; it's his dad. Recommend MMA highlight edits, songs, videos before workout. Yeah, I agree. Thank you for the $1 Canadian RS. How are you so unlikable? You know what? I don't know. I haven't morally done anything wrong ever, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm so unlikable. I guess I'm just, I don't know. Thank you for the £5. Impression of Eddie Alvarez's wife watching him get flatlined. That banshee ruins all of his fights. You can't ignore her. Eddie! Thank you very much for the £5, dude. I appreciate you. You believe in abhorrent shit? Why am I unlikable? What do you guys think on that? Why do people not like me? What do you think the big reason is? Eddie Alvarez's wife watching him get flatlined. Yeah. Eddie! I was watching back Alvarez Stevens and she was fucking screaming. That banshee. Gary, can you hoop? No, but I did a bit in school, but no, I can't hoop. I can dunk though, but I can't hoop. I'm shit. People forget, man. MVP is elusive. Thanks to his dad. Okay. Too honest? Yeah, maybe. Slightly racist, aren't we all? I don't know. I get it. I get it. I don't know why I'm. You know what, chat? The thing is, yeah, I get why I'm hated, but the way I'm hated is like I'm a fucking murderer, rapist. Like, you know? It's like that, isn't it? Like the level of disdain some people have for me, you would think I had done all of that degenerate shit and terrible things, but I never put a foot wrong in life like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It is what it is. Thank you for the $2. Black people are just better than us. Joe Rogan. That sounds like something you'd say. Thank you for the 30 months of membership. To celebrate by 30 months, I need 3 of my favorite impressions. 1, Mike B talking about his eye. Dude, come on, man. Oh my word, my fucking eye, Rebecca. Hey, fellas. Bah. Thank you for the 30 months of membership, Diamond Goth. There's a little sample for you. When you're doing a Rogan gay video, would be an instant classic. The day after he brings me on JRE. Shout out for my boy Only Brands. Thanks, Piggy. No problem. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars. You make edgy jokes and banter with MMA fighters who are the most sensitive people known to man. After that last Twitter Spaces, it feels like the MMA fighters don't actually mind at all. Also, you don't bend your morals to get celebrities to like you. You just speak your mind, which they're not used to. Thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the 10. You rape their mindset. Miguelche, you are hated the way John Jones should be. Exactly. Impression of John Anik narrating the Cain Velasquez car chase. And here we are live. Cain, the Stormtrooper Velasquez, is missing every bullet on the highway tonight. If Hamzat eventually becomes champ and he moves up and fights Pereira, how does he do? I don't know. I do think size is a big problem, but I think he would like win the first round against Pereira, not finish him because Pereira's wrist control would be too much on like 2-on-1. Seems like something Pereira is very strong with. Some fighters just have that ability to like pin down and isolate wrists. So I think that would be a factor. And I think if he does go into the later rounds with Alex Pereira, he would get fucking destroyed and finished on the feet badly. You did talk about calling yourself the MMA rapist. I did not talk about that, did I? You silly bonker. But these people on a beach stood behind a jet as it was taking off and all got blown into the sea. Retard humans, bruv. Swear to God, some of these people ain't switched on. Jamie would be working overtime if you went on JRE. True, he'd be pulling so much. Oh, it's one of those episodes I know, right? You know when Joe Rogan lets his boys just say whatever the fuck they want? If I went on JRE chat, yes or no, Jamie would be looking everything I say up. Everything. You know, Rogan to sit there and let Adesanya say whatever, and this guy say whatever, and that guy say whatever, and this guy can yap whatever. If I went on, he would fact check every single sentence, probably. It's the perception from your production quality. If you had the perfect soft lighting, 4K camera, people would hate less, yet you may lose the gritty charm. I don't think it's all that, but that might be a factor in it, yeah. I get it. I don't know, I think this is cool. I like this vibe. Just chatting with the boys. It's not like a big show. I feel like if you start doing that shit, you take yourself too seriously on YouTube. It's all about content at the end of the day. It ain't about production value, bro. If you want production value, you get a fucking TV show. He will fact check you, okay, with a set of scales. If you go on JRE and Mog Rogan, you replace him and shrink to his height and turn bald. Okay, fair enough. Rogan's personal translation of Yuri's expression kind of ruined the podcast. Yeah. But he did good, though. It was all right. There's only so much you can do with Yuri. He doesn't really speak too well of English. Thoughts on Central C? He had a good, first few songs that I listened to. I don't really listen to any of his songs in general, but I could, appreciate that they were a catchy song, that I understand why this is popular. But I don't really care about him in general. I think he looks like a fucking lizard. Jones had picograms. Jamie, look that up, will you? Thank you for the £2. But I don't mind Central C. I don't think he's horrible in any way, but I think he promotes degeneracy in his lyrics quite a bit, a lot of the time. Yeah, don't think he's good for the youth at all. Wouldn't platform him. But hey, he's not fucking reprehensibly horrible as a person, I guess. I'm really feeling your pain with the UFC start times this week. Piggy, Dana constantly presents his butthole on a silver platter to the Saudis. I know, dude. It's so bad. But I don't mind the UFC start time this week, American donator, because I think it's actually pretty good for the UK. 2 p.m.? Am I going to get up for that? Jesus. Fair enough. Thank you. That's good, though. Thank you for the $5 Orca. People hate you because you reflect back to them the things they subconsciously hate about themselves. Really? I don't know. Maybe we're looking too deep into it there, but that could be a subsection. That's why they're always hypocritical. Jungian Psych. Yes. Appreciate you, man. Numbnuts, get a VPN blocker and enjoy Fight Pass. I know, I do. I'll figure it out. Thoughts on Luke Belmar and his lip? And his lip, his AI face. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it, man? Thank you for the 25 RON. Appreciate you. Or thank you for the 11 months. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Luke Belmar. He seems like a robot. Guru, are you the type of guy that becomes the greatest of all time? Joe Rogan would tell you on JRE. I'm glad. Thank you for the $1 Miguel, cheer. I wish I had a walk-up song when approaching women. This is how legends are made. Immediately wet and coming home with me, for sure. Okay. Thank you for the $5. Cool. Guru, right MB, right mouse button. You said how Carrillo was going to be a GOAT. Fuck, dude. Carrillo and fucking Haggerty got smoked. At least they were at the top. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They'll bounce back. Bro, you outed him. I don't think he'll ever have you on. I mean, he's had beef with people before, though. I didn't really out him that badly other than his bias on fights. Oh, in the streams, though. Yeah, I don't know how much of the streams these people see. Cultivate more fear like Red Bar. No need for love. Okay. You know, I make you clap. Impression of Yuri talking about watching film. You know, I watch Ratatouille and I say, how you say, let's go for that. You know, you definitely can't dunk. Pigs don't fly. I actually can dunk. There was a thing on the wall in our school in the gym with the basketball hoops. And it had like a sign on it, a vertical thing, a vertical test. If you can dunk, if you can touch this, you can dunk. And I could. And I wasn't as tall back then either. Maybe it wasn't like an NBA standard hoop, but I don't know. That's my reference point. I was only young when I did it. You should drop the gay vid like halfway through the Rogan pod on your phone during a bathroom break. Then come back and tell Jamie to pull up your channel. Thank you for the $5, dude. Yeah, maybe. That'd be crazy. Thank you for the, that'd be really crazy. Thank you for the $1. Hey, Pig, just came back to college after a break and I hate it so much and feel unmotivated. Any advice to push through it or do I just thug it out? It's probably going to be the best time of your life. Thank you for the $5. I don't think you should, even if you're unmotivated to like do the work and go through it. I don't know, man. Just try and live college life, man. It's probably going to be the best time of your life. It'll get better, you know. Just try and make friends and get your social up. I never had any of that social stuff, so I got no stories in my youth. But you could build some. College ain't bad, bro. Thank you for the $1 Miguel, cheer. Appreciate you, man. Impression of Rogan bringing you on JRE only to clear the room and throw down the gloves on you so he can remind people he did taekwondo back in the day. Oof, that'd be tough. What's it like being known as the fat guy? It's tough when you're not that fat, but hey, you give me body dysmorphia for life. I'll take it. Thank you for the $1 Miguel, cheer. Imagine if Parents' Bedroom was as famous as you are now. Back when, if a fighter wasn't dead twitching on the ground, you'd be pissed at the stoppage. I know, yeah. Was as famous as you are now. Parents' Bedroom was as famous as you are. What do you mean? Imagine if I was still in my parents' bedroom with the audience I have. Yeah, I don't think it would have worked as a channel as much because I'd be whispering everything. They only hate it because of your politics, bro. I think so, yeah. Thank you for the $1 Miguel, cheer. McGregor letting his hate of Dagestanis consume his life. Thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $1 Miguel, cheer. Skipped my dono, Piggy. I'm sorry. Thank you for the $2 I can't anymore. As an Irishman, I F Connor, big up big news Hughes. Deserve to go extinct, a lot of you little fucking soy boys. Orban thinks he's slick, mogging you into doing a podcast. He's giving you credibility with all other fighters, though. He is. Are you doing it next week? We're going to do it next week, yeah. You just messaged me here, but I've got to think before I reply, so I need to have some time in the stream to think about it. Thank you for the $1 Australian. Miguel Che. Impression of Oscar Willis asking a question and answering it himself. Okay. A lot of people say this, but what you really think is this, right? I don't know how to do an Oscar Willis impression, bro. Thank you for the $1 Australian. Miguel Che. Gooch crashing out again. Someone call a hotline. True. 40% of Rogan's guests are Jays. You ain't getting on, yeah. Jai Jerusalem means, all right, good one. Would you do a docu on MMA fighters? Would be cool. No. Thank you for the £2. Maybe, but that'd be a long time in the future, brother. Smith left Bisping podcast and didn't tell him. Smith left a Bisping podcast and didn't tell him. That's crazy. Yeah, that is kind of fucking insane. Don't jump Gilch. Don't do it. Rank these 3 pound for pound. Pantoja, Dricus, and Bilal. Pantoja at the top. Dricus second. Bilal third. Yeah. Thank you for the $1 Australian. Miguel Chit. What do we think in bantamweight can outstrike O'Malley? Who do I think can outstrike him? Honestly, no one. I don't think if anyone goes into an O'Malley fight with the idea of only striking him can beat him. A lot of people say Yan was robbed, and you can argue that. But I think he was mainly robbed by the fact that O'Malley was allowed to cheat in the fight over and over again against him. But what was the question? I don't think any he still had Yan shooting over and over again on him. Yeah, I mean, thank you for the $1 Australian. Miguel. I have 2-hour drive to the gym. Can you stay live? I'll be live for a bit longer. And I'll be live with the members, so yeah. Do you still groan for Dobie? For money? No, I never did. I don't know who's going to win, but I disagree with some points. 1, it's established Imavov gasses after 3. With a pace, Izzy has a chin and good cardio, get-up ability, BJJ, and fight IQ. You think he has good BJJ and I think he's weak on the ground, man. I think if he gets held down for a moment by Imavov, he'll get fucking exposed a bit. All right. Thank you for the 1, Maguchi. Thank you for $3, man. You the man, Guru. Think Shara will ever get cleared to fight in NA with his pirate eye? I mean, I don't know if it's about the eye. I think it's more to do with the Russian part of him. I think the US is a bit on edge about that right now. Thank you for the $1 Australian. Miguel Chit. Thank you for the 2 Canadian. Is Song a champ in 3 to 5 years? Yes. No. I know he speaks English now, though. Based. Anik impression. Reporting live as a man hangs off the Golden Gate Bridge, spamming $1 donos in chat. Miguel. Thank you for the $5, Miguel. Guru, you see how Shara got shunned from Abdominap's gym for wanting to riz, but then beats up a dude showing affection to his girl? It is what it is, man. Alejandro Tapuria wins for sure now, right? Yeah, I believe so. Thank you for the $1 Australian. Miguel Chit. I'm sick of you again, mate. But I'll allow it this time, to be honest with you. I'm bored of it. Nah, dude, Izzy never been submitted. You can't pass that up and has never... He just got subbed! Fucking Kenny Okoye said that in the fucking Twitter spaces, but everyone was yapping, so I couldn't fucking say anything. He just got subbed. His very last fight, he got submitted. And yes or no, chat, as soon as he got taken down, his back was there for the taking. His takedown defense is good, but once you get him down, people seem to immediately pass into dominant position against him. And if they're big enough, they can keep him there. When he got taken down by Whitaker went straight to his back. Jan Blachowicz. Izzy had nothing on bottom position. I know it's Jan, but still. It's Jan Blachowicz. And Izzy's just guard was wide open for him the whole fucking time. Straight into half guard. Immediately every single time. You know? Alex Pereira took him down. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what is this. He's very good at striking. And if they do strike only, he will beat Imavov. But I don't think they'll be striking only, guys. I think he'll mix in takedowns and hold him against the cage and hit an inside trip here and there. And landing half guard at the end of some rounds with 2 minutes to go. And Vettori got him down and took his back. Thank you, the liquor. Vettori took his back. Nearly had a rear naked, but didn't body triangle it because he's retarded. So he got twisted out of. I don't know, man. I think there's like massive weaknesses in his game that everyone is ignoring. I don't understand. Miguche's son. Thank you, Miguche again. Unlikable because most people are NPCs and will malfunction when they hear something based that exposes the gayness in something they like, just like how boomers religiously defend the moon landing. True. Thank you for the $10. I don't know. Maybe I'm a shock to the system, you know. I don't know. Most people my age of my complexion aren't the way I am online, I guess. Thank you for the $10, Cretu Smith. Best language to learn if I want to learn one? Probably Spanish. You know, if you speak English, learn Spanish, and then you'll probably be able to learn Italian and Portuguese, and then apparently German is really easy to learn if you're English, and Norwegian as well, allegedly. You got to look into the groupings of dialects, which is pretty good. There's like the Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and there's like the Germanic languages, which aren't far off each other. So, no, it depends what route you want to go. I think the easiest to learn as an Englishman is probably Norwegian or Danish or German. Thank you for the $1 Australian McGill. Impression of Marab and Yoel arguing about what people pay to see. I can't do Yoel the whole time this stream. No, I'm not doing it. Thank you for the $1 Australian McGill. Sorry, man. You think DDP gets a finish on Sean in their next fight? I find it real easy to picture a clean KO. I think he finishes him as well, yeah. Thank you for the 80 pence, McGill son. Thoughts on Song Yudong? He's a great fighter and will be champion. He won't. He shall not. But he is very good, though, to be fair, but I don't think he'll be champ. Thank you for the $1. I missed your opinion on the Hughes decision. I thought it was a draw. Impression of Darren Till falling down a flight of stairs, but when he gets to the bottom, it's just Conor McGregor screaming at him to stand his base. Oh, mate. Hey, mate. I'm fucking hurting, mate. Stand your base, me. Thank you, Miguche. Which one of them subbed Izzy when they got him down besides Drickus? None of them, I get it, but like not many of them. They're not Imavov. Chat, who's better, Marvin Vettori or Nasruddin Imavov? Come on, man. Watch him fight, man. Look what Cannonier did to Vettori compared to Imavov. Come on, man. Imavov's levels above. In grappling and striking. Not even close. Come on, guys, man. I'm sick of these arguments. Like, if you want to say, I don't think Imavov gets him down and I think Izzy outstrikes him, that's an argument you can have. But then you argue, even if he gets him down, he'll do nothing. Just what the fuck? Come on. Do, 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 do. Mavov lost to Phil Hawes. Dude, Sean Strickland nearly lost to Tom Breeze. Thank you for the $5. They never submitted him. I've already read. No, I haven't. I need to read before this. Thank you for the $1 Australian McGill. This guy, man. Can Yan beat Marab? No, he can't. He hasn't got the finishing potential. Thank you, McGill. In a perfect society, does Hasbulla get the electric chair? Why is Hasbulla being electrified? What is the deal with that? Top defensive fighters, I think Yan/Strickland. Yeah, Yan and Strickland. They're probably the two best. They never submitted him. Doesn't matter if they got him down, he got back up. And I get that he has openings, but you're fighting for Imavov. He ain't doing all that. Why do people keep pretending they aren't looking at a very skilled middleweight when it comes to Imavov? I don't get it. Thank you for the $1 Australian McGucci. Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van prediction. Joshua Van. Why don't you go to the UK cards? Because I'm never going to announce that I'm going to go, because then people might wait for me. So I'm never going to announce. I'll just spontaneously show up at one of them in the future. Give my boy Jeremy Robles a shout out. He's 2-0. There you go. Thank you for the $3 Australian, Miguel Chip. Thank you for the membership, NG. Thoughts on minorities? White people. Are we talking globally or just in their capital cities? What are we saying? I'm joking. Thank you. I'm not. Thank you for the $2. Thanks for the $1, Miguel Chip. Izzy equals I don't want to read that in the case I don't know what it means. Miguel Chip, did you see Pereira versus Garn face off? Who wins? Probably Pereira if Garn don't shoot. If Garn shoots, he probably beats him. Impression of Moicano losing all his money on Bitcoin and then panhandling in the street. Probably Pereira beats Cyril Garn, by the way. Let me tell you something. I give you advice on fucking crypto if you give me the fucking money, brother. Thoughts on Moreno versus Urseg? Good fight. I'll probably go with Urseg. Izzy was never good. Imavov smokes him in round 1. I don't think he was never good. I just think that there's like a lot of weaknesses that can be exploited. True fact, when Tim Welch interviewed Michael Chandler and asked what his favorite snacks were, Chandler responded with anything chocolate. Of course he fucking did. Thank you for the $1 Australian, Miguel Chia. Dude, that Twitter space earlier with Orban, I think we're on to something. Because Orban being in there, it brings the fighters in. You know what I mean? Orban being in there, it brings fighters in. Like Phil Hawes, even though I was bringing the audience to it, Phil Hawes was in there. Charles Johnson was in there. Jared Gordon joined the call and chatted for a bit. And I wonder if people know it's going down, what sort of fighters might show up. You know what I mean? Because I always see all of them just scrounging around Twitter. Thank you for the $1, Miguel Chit. Thank you. It's like a chain of command, yeah. Sure is a German word for relishing in someone's downfall, misfortune. I do not like Izzy, so you're relishing in his downfall and misfortune. Okay. Thank you, Miguel Chit. Twitter spaces are cringe. Nah, it's just fun to do now and then. I might start doing it more often. We'll see. Do a Cartman impression.
Well, screw you guys. I'm going home. How would you like to suck my balls?
Would you take Helwani if he challenged you to power slap? Yes. Thank you for the $1 Australian, Miguel Chit. But I'd challenge Helwani to a power slap fight, but he's got an advantage because he's never losing a coin flip. Let's be real, bro. Feeling up them ridges, he knows just how to hit that shit. DDP is very underrated in terms of defense. He has good high guard and he brings his hands back to his chins, and a lot of opponents don't land clean on him. True. His opponents are just goofy. His movements are just goofy, yeah. You know what? Yeah. My dad was cooking Dricus Duplessis earlier. He watched the Marcus Perez fight and was like, God, he looked fucking awful. I was like, yeah, but you got to understand. There's, you know what I mean? You watched a Marcus Perez fight and he was talking to me about the Perez fight with DDP. DDP is very, thank you for the £5 GS. What do you think of the theory that Arman popped? Since they don't have to make it public if a fighter tests positive now, the next year comment from Dana was a bit strange. I don't know if he popped because he said he's also going to have to work his way back up and maybe next year. So there's definitely going to be a fight in the meantime. And I don't think Arman would be really heavily called. I don't think they would chill for Arman like that when it comes to a failed test at all. That's my take. Thank you. They wouldn't risk the credibility of their company on Arman. They may do with an Adesanya or a John Jones or a fucking McGregor, but they're not going to risk the entire credibility of their promotion on Arman fucking Sarukian. I'm sorry to break it to you. When I see a Mavov, I see a great striker who likes to strike, only grapples when it's brought to him. I haven't seen him submit someone. He don't even hold it. Yeah, we haven't seen him submit someone. He hasn't asked it. He hasn't have to. He hasn't had to. Is that how they say it? Hasn't had to? That sounds so wrong. The fuck? Hasn't had to. Hasn't had to. He hasn't needed to. There you go. Hasn't needed to sounds way better than had to. I don't like had to because you have to stop the D and say the T. Impression of Ariel telling you to call it. Don't put it back in your pocket.
You have to call it.
Kenny Okoye might be the corniest dude of all time. He's an Adesanya fan. It is what it is. Hey, mate, did you see Volk and Top-Turo are cornering against each other at UFC 312? I told you Colby Thickness was the next thing out of Australia. No, yes, you did say that, yeah. Volk and Top-Turo are cornering against each other at 312. That's pretty cool. Izzy's timing isn't there anymore. Imavov is going to outpoint him on the feet and then take... I think Imavov will do well on the feet. I think that as well. Chat. Yes or no? If not for one knee that Adesanya landed in round one, DDP just straight up outstruck him technically in round one. You know, Adesanya landed that kick that ended up being a knee to Drickus' head that slightly cut him on the forehead. If not for that, straight up, DDP out technically struck Adesanya for 5 straight minutes. So we can't be like, oh, if Imavov's stuck on the feet, he's lost. I do think if he doesn't mix it up, he will probably lose on the feet. But it's not like he has no chance. If he just mixes in the threat of a takedown, he can hang on the feet with Adesanya. He can. Cannonier took the third. You know? Threat of the takedown is huge. You know what I mean? Poirier is not worse at boxing than Makhachev. But that's just the game, you know? Not even kidding, but the way Imavov completely bitched Heinich and finished him is way underrated. Who does that? Nobody does that to Heinich. But, you know, it's Ian fucking Heinich, so you know what I'm saying? Thank you for the $5. Izzy's timing isn't there anymore. Imavov is going to outpoint him on the feet, then take him down if Izzy starts to make reads. Imavov 4-1 unanimous. I'm seeing a finish. For some reason, I'm seeing a crucifix finish as well. I don't know why. Do you think Gaethje stands any chance against Islam? No. I think it looks like Islam's fighting the winner of him and Hooker. I hate that. You should be on a win streak to fight for a belt and add to someone's GOAT legacy. Fuck off. Hate it. Colby Thickness has bad striking. He'll get KO'd. I'll have to look more into him as a prospect. I've just heard about him. I haven't really done my full research yet. I can't fucking watch Fight Pass. Cunts. Is he counter left incoming? Maybe. You never know, Louis. Piotr Jan versus TJ. Jan would win. Ilya versus Arman. Ilya. Hamzat versus Yoel. Yoel. Unironically, Yoel is actually a fucking kryptonite to him in his prime. Neil, JDM. Neil. Probably. Jeff Neil. No, JDM. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. JDM. Got a Jordan Peterson impression. You've got to clean your room. Women want to be fucked by vampires. It's actually gay to get pussy. Yeah. You see MVP converted and married a Muslim? No, I didn't see it. Well, yeah, I saw that he converted. I didn't know he married one. But that might be how he converted. You never know. A lot of black people go Muslim. Kind of a thing. They get a lot of them do it. It's like a big thing for them. And his dad was a bit of a prophet himself in some ways. So welterweight is actually much better now. Back in 2020, we had fucking James Krause versus Claudio Silva as a fight to get in the rankings. I know, yeah. Dude, Claudio Silva is so unbelievably shit at fighting. I can't believe he was ever like a winning fighter. I know he had good jiu-jitsu, but God. I always remember watching him thinking, how the fuck is this guy in the UFC? He's so shit and soy. He's like the Rani Yahya of the welterweight division. That's actually a perfect fucking comparison. Guru, what's going to be your reaction when Sharas stiffs MVP so bad he's needing oxygen and convulsing? I'll probably be hyped up. You know? Hughes groveling after an L was sad. Connor's right. Yeah, it wasn't even groveling. He just threw McGregor under the bus to like appease Habib. So lame. I think he can hang for 3 rounds, even with mixing it up. But after 4 and 5, I can't see Izzy getting out-pointed or out-grappled, and I don't see a finish, though. He did. Danny Roberts never tapped. Never forget. I think he can hang for 3 rounds, mixing it up after 4 and 5. I can't see Izzy getting out-pointed. Yeah, I just think he'll be able to do enough early. I do. And maybe finish him. Will Shamil Gaziev do a 24-30 this weekend? 30-24, you mean? Yeah, potentially. Cody Haddon would murder Colby Thickness for real. He would. I don't know about the kisses at the end, but yeah. He would. I think he would smoke Tapuria's brother too. Pretty badly. Thank you for the $2. Are you ever going to do a blackface stream again? I never did. I'm trying to look like them. Thoughts on the rumors of Colby versus Wonderboy? Yeah. Great. Great stuff. Thank you for the $3 Australian. I don't know about that fight, but I can see why they would make it. It makes sense. Is Gaziev the only fighter on the roster that needs a crane? I want to see the Colby Covington Ian Gary fight, though. It's pissing me off. Is Gaziev the only fighter on the roster that needs a crane to lift him into the octagon? I think so, yeah. What you mean, like me, I'm I'd rather have a thing, yeah? Is he middleweight GOAT? Better names than Andy. DDP close, though. Than Andy. Is he middleweight GOAT? Better names than Anderson Silva? True. And yes or no, chat? I will not be gaslighted. Anderson Silva's 10 fucking losses in a row matter. I'm sorry, they do. They just do. Listen, they didn't while DJ was still active and Jones was still active and GSP was still around and you didn't know how quite their end. You didn't quite know how their careers would end. So you were like, well, these guys are going to go on a lose streak eventually anyway. So it doesn't really matter that Anderson's on a fucking 10-fight losing streak. It kind of does matter that GSP left on top, DJ left on top. You're only, when it comes to the GOAT conversation, you're just being compared to fellow GOATs. Losing that many times in a row is so bad for his legacy. So I don't mind to take that Adesanya as one of the GOATs, but he's coming off losses now. If he were to beat Imavov and get the belt back, there's no denying it. I don't think. Even if he just beats Imavov, I think he would be in the conversation, even as a non-champion. What you mean, like me, yeah? Ariel's hat stream. Okay, send $2. Thank you for the $3. Justin Farris. Impression of Rogan completely overglazing black fighters. People forget, man. Jalen Turner, what a build. No wonder my wife went for him. I think his hand's broken. He's being beaten by a white guy. Fucking Rogan. How about an oldie but goldie? Pooing in reverse, yeah. Pooing in reverse. Fucking reply to Orban because he's read my fucking thing, so I need to fucking finish my message or I'm ignoring him. How about an oldie but goldie pooing in reverse? Appreciate you. Low-key dream matchup for 2025, non-food related. Jones fucking Aspinall. What do you mean non-food related? It's like if... What am I trying to say, man? Let me just get this done. All right, I'm done replying to fucking Orban, Gaylord. Did you see how much blowback Elon received after doing the Guru Shuffle salute? It's not the Guru Shuffle salute, dude. Shut up. He absolutely saluted, by the way. He's paid opposition. Thank you for the $5 Australian. Prime Izzy equals Costa and Rob finished in round 2. Izzy now equals outstruck by Strickland and DDP. Saturday will be the official end of an era. Thank you for the $5. True. Very, very true. I'm going to crash, by the way, because I'm trying to chunk in more donos here. People forget, man. Shara was barely winning his last fight before the double spinning elbow KO. MVP might destroy him. I just think style-wise, the volume of Shara Magomedov will give MVP problems. Whereas the volume isn't going to be a huge problem for guys like Armen Petrosian, who's a volume-based striker, because Shara doesn't have much finishing potential on the feet. Even though he did have a finish and he has had finishes, he's not the hardest hitter, is he? Is he a Mavov winner versus Kaya for the title shot? True. Thank you for the $2. How did you... What y'all trying to do, girl? 24 karat magic in the air. Hit the top, so real. Keep up. It's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? I don't know. I don't know. I better know as soon as we walk in. I get up. Thank you for the $2. Is he a Mavov winner for Kaya versus Kaya for the title shot? Sure, why not? How did you get banned for... I've already read all these. I like GeoWizard's videos where his wife drops him off in a random location and he has to find his way home. I have a really fun place we could drop Kenny Okoye in South Africa in Minecraft. All right. Thank you for the £10. Well, an ominous threat from Otis the Beefy one. He's in an edgelord mood today, I guess. Is the story of Shara Bullet... Spat everywhere. Is the story of Shara Bullet beating up a guy for kissing a girl in public real? Yes, and he didn't beat him up. He hid around a corner waiting for the guy to leave a mall because the guy overpowered him on a fucking elevator. Or an escalator. Fact. The guy overpowered him for a moment on an escalator. They got separated. And he hid around a corner outside of a mall. Fucking sucker punched a guy in the back of the head when he walked out of the mall. And then stomped on his head while he was on the ground. And here he is collabing with Playboy model Nina Drama because that's not haram. Some fucking bullshit, dude. That's haram. No, it's not, dude. You're just quick to violence because you're massively inbred. The fuck? Stop justifying it with your religion. It's so dumb. Guru, you've been talking shit about us, SMMA, a lot. Jack Evans! How's it